What up? Your first thought might be, Logan, why are you wearing shades inside? My future's so damn bright. How about that? Anyways, so I'm gonna get into the topic today. So the topic today is what's stopping you from achieving your goals in life, man? What is stopping you at all? Now, what used to stop me a lot from achieving my goals slash working on them is what other people thought. You know, like what did other people think about me wanting to do what I want to do in life? You know, kind of like ASAP Rocky said, how is it uncool to be working on your dreams? And this is my dream right here. Doing content, I love it. I think it's fun. I love the reception I get. I get told that the videos are good, and I get told that people like them. So I love hearing that. So thank you guys again for that. One of the things I realize is a lot of people don't do what they want to do in life because of what other people think. And I think that is the number one dream killer, you know? Personally, I think you shoot for the stars, and if you fail, you land on the moon. And if you fail at that point, you land on the clouds. And if you fail at that point, you hit rock bottom. So you're back down. So you gotta restart. But that's the point of failing, dude, is learning and understanding what you did wrong in the first place. Like, for example, this, I think one of the things I do wrong is I don't record at daytime, ever. I never record during the day. I always record during the night because that's when I get all my thoughts and all my shit together. And then I just make it into one big thing. So anyways, completely off topic. I think that a lot of people stop themselves from doing what they want to do because of what another person might think. Now, how stupid does that sound? Me even just saying that out loud sounds stupid as shit. It's the dumbest thing you could ever think. It's like, what is this person gonna think? Oh, what is that person gonna think? Who gives a fuck, dude? Who cares? Literally, no one cares. Literally, if you were to come up to me and say like, yo, I want to start posting content. Yo, I want to start posting pictures. Yo, I want to start doing this. Yo, I want to start doing that. Okay, do it. I don't care. I don't give a shit if you're gonna do this, or that. I don't care. Okay, because at the end of the day, if it makes you happy and makes you feel purpose in life, that's all that matters, man. That's all that matters. That's all that matters to me. That's all that matters to you, man. That's all I care about. This gives me purpose, I guess, a little bit, obviously, because I don't make any money, obviously, so, you know, that's a big negative. But you gotta start somewhere. You gotta invest time and invest your actions and your plans into what you want to do for the rest of your life to make money off of it and live good. And so I think that's the hardest thing I had to learn, was that, like, who cares what someone thinks, you know? And you might be thinking, oh, I care about what the girls think. I don't give a shit, bro, okay? I don't care what women think, in a way. You know, obviously it sounds kind of messed up. I don't care what men and women think, okay? Like, I don't care, right? I don't care what people think, okay? You could sit here and say, that guy's a dork. That guy's a loser. He's talking to a camera right now. My neighbors can see me recording this shit. They probably think, that guy's a fucking loser. Holy shit. He's never had a girl over at that house. He's a fucking loser. He just talks to a camera all day. Not wrong on the first part, but then at that point, I would just tell them, like, yo, just subscribe to the channel. And they probably do it. You know? It's human nature, bro. It's human nature to really, like, want to judge someone, but at the same time, not get judged yourself. Like, honestly. Like, it's crazy to think that, like, there's a lot of people out there that they'll judge other people, but then as soon as someone judges them about something, they lose it all, man. They lose their fucking sense of life, man. They lose their sense of, like, will and shit. It's crazy, man. But it's kind of a ramble. That was kind of a ramble, huh? But anyways, so I thought, why not make a video on this shit? Because I had to go through the same shit growing up. I got bullied. You know, I got, you know, roasted back in the day. You know, I was one of the first kids to get hit with the wear those kind of things. It's hot as a bitch in here. Hold on. It's 71 degrees in the house right now, man. It's hot. Anyways. But like, why care what other people think, man? You know? Like, if I truly cared about what people thought, I wouldn't be posting these videos at all. I would never in my life would I post these videos if I really cared about what other people thought, because I was like that. I used to be with someone that would like ask a friend like, yo, like, what do you think about this? Like, you think people are gonna find it cringe? You think people are gonna find it stupid? You think yada yada yada? They would always tell me, no, I don't give a shit, bro. They don't give a shit. They forget that shit the next hour. They forget that shit in the next 5 minutes. Your brain's always constantly going. They're like, you see something that you think is stupid or cringe, 5 minutes later, you will totally forget about that shit. Let me tell you a little story. Let me tell you a little story. Let me paint a picture. Let me paint a vivid picture that I feel like most people would sit there and be like, oh my gosh, my life is over. Oh my gosh, my life is, fucked. I thought that. This was back in like 6th grade, so this was a long time ago. Anyways, it was hot as hell in class one day. I'm talking hotter than it was in here just a second ago. 71 degrees, probably like 80 degrees in that class. Anyways, so I'm sitting on a chair. It's made of like plastic, right? And I was sweating bullets, man. I was sweating bullets. Y'all probably know where this is going. But I was sweating bullets. Well, at the end of the class, I get up from my chair and I walk out of the classroom or whatever. And this girl walks by my seat and she's all like, ew, Logan. I'm like, the fuck she talking about, right? Because I didn't notice it. And she ended up seeing my butt sweat print sitting right there on that plastic. And man, I thought, fuck, dude, my life is over, bro. I was at the school for a year and my life is fucked. My life is over. I'm never gonna be able to show my face in this place again. Guess what? Never talked about it again. No one said a fucking word to me about it. No one said a word to me about it. No one that didn't know the story didn't say a word about it. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I genuinely thought my life is fucking over, dude. My life is over. But was it? No. It was one thing that like people forgot about as soon as they walked out of the class. As soon as they walked out of that room, their minds were transferred onto another thing. Like, oh, I gotta get to my class. Oh, I gotta go see my bae. Oh, I gotta go talk to my best friend. You know? Not, damn, Logan's ass sweat was insane that day. You know, like no one gave a shit, bro. No one cared. So it was like, you know, you just gotta learn that like no one really cares about you. In like the most brutal way possible, no one cares about you specifically. You know, everyone's focused on themselves and everything. And obviously like your parents or like your loved one might care about you more than others, but like a lot of people don't care, bro. A lot of people do not care about you at all. That's the brutal truth, but it's a good relieving truth, is that no one gives a shit about you. So moral of the ass sweat, yeah, man, just live your life, bro. Honestly, live your life. I think that's like the best advice I could give to anyone maybe struggling with that, and specifically coming from me struggling with that, because a lot of you do know I'm like kind of a little bit more, well, not the people at work, but I'm a relatively like quiet guy outside of work. I'm a relatively shy, kind of like quiet guy. I don't really talk a whole lot. But you know, doesn't mean that I'm not confident. Doesn't mean I can't, you know, spark up a conversation with someone off rip. So, you know, it's whatever, dude. Yeah, that's all I wanted to come here for. This shit truly is something that makes me happy and a little bit more confident, being able to post these videos and not really care about what people think about them, honestly. Because at the end of the day, not everyone's gonna like you, but at the end of the day, no one cares about you. So who gives a fuck? So yeah. Anyways, shout out to all the subscribers, bro, for real. I think I got like 20 of you, 21 or something like that. So shout out to you guys. we're like 0.7 away from a 1/4 mark. You get what I mean? So not bad, not bad. And then we'll be to 100 after that because we're 1/4 of the way there. So anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go do some shit. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I might go to the mall. I might go shopping again. I might go get a new earring. So yeah, appreciate you guys for watching this video. If you liked it, like it. If you didn't, don't like it. But also all my socials are down in the description type shit. You gotta type that shit in because I can't put links. So, you know, not my problem. Also, I might be live later today. So I'm about to post this video pretty quick after. Might be live later on today, so my Twitch will be down there too. Go check that shit out. Probably gonna be playing some CSGO or something, League of Legends, something dorky. And yeah, gym video will be coming soon. I'll be doing a gym video here soon, so I'm pretty hyped for that. I think I said that in the last video, but that shit's like a for sure, like that shit's gonna come probably by like next weekend or something like that. So stay tuned for that. Subscribe if you want to see that. That'll be pretty interesting to watch. So yeah, love all you guys except my ex, because I don't know if she's still subscribed to my channel or not. Shout out her though, again, one more time. Deuces.